Hello there! For those who see me for the first time, my name is Sarah. I am a database designer and web developer. Today is the day 13 of my 30-day challenge of talking to the camera. And as I did most of this week, today I will go off-road as well. And this morning I'm experimenting with shooting the video at a different time. Because just why not? I have time, so I can experiment. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can watch the rest of the videos of this challenge either on my PeerTube instance or on my website. Link to both are in the description below. So today's topic is an advice to my younger self. It's the one that I would love to give myself at the beginning of 2021 or in the fall of 2020, when I had a really bad line manager and was afraid to quit because of everything that was happening at the time. So let's talk first about what happened about a year before. In the fall of 2019, I asked my line manager to reassign me to a different project. There were two reasons for that. First was that I was at my current project for 2 years already, and I was ready to change it. And the second reason was that the work on front end, which was my main specialty, was drying up and I was not ready to be more involved on the back end than I already was. There is nothing wrong on working on the back end, but at the time it was not just my time yet. The year of our Lord 2020 was a turbulent one, at least for me. In the first 6 months of that year, I switched between 4 different projects. There were different reasons for that. One, I was still finishing up with the old project. I was preparing for another one. Then I was assigned to a different one because the client did not want 2 part-time people and wanted 1 full-time, so I went there. But pandemic happened, they didn't have enough budget for me, so I was reassigned to a different project. That project didn't work out as expected because the client was not able to sign more contracts to sell that application, so I was reassigned to my last project at the beginning of July. That project was a disaster. There were like 4 or 5 developers, front-end developers that I know of, before me in 2.5 year long period. So disaster, because that client didn't want 2 front-end developers to work at the same time, and that client just burned out those developers. You know what, Vinny? A few. And I burned out as well. Considering that my line manager did not give me enough information beforehand and did not plan what would we do if things go sour. Those should have been my 2 red flags. There was also a third red flag when my line manager went silent during the fall. So looking back, my advice to my younger self would be to give notice at the end of 2020 or before that, because no one deserves to be treated like a disposable developer, and my line manager at the time, the only relevant skills she had was for a general in Russian army. They were just bad at their job. Nevertheless, I did survive, and if I had a tiny bit better manager, I would not have burned out. And recovery from burnout is a B. Yeah, there is no better word for it. It's hard. It took me about 4 years this time, and I don't want to burn out ever again. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!